Austin Okonakpa. Yeah, he's right there. I can see him joining us this morning. Austin, good morning. Congratulations. It's good to have you join us.
Good morning, Cecilia. Good morning, Tayo. And good morning to our viewers. It's actually congratulations to the team, Cecilia. I'm super excited that we keep raising the bar with sports broadcasting in Nigeria. And you know my love for grassroots football, the channel's International Kids Cup being recognized, another football achievement award. It's a testament of the amount of work we're putting into that project. And we will not stop. The objective is to keep discovering and nurturing talent. So shout out to the Nigeria Pitch Awards for, recognizing excellence and, giving us a good reason to be motivated to do more. Thank you.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing more. Shame about COVID, trying to rain on our parade this year. But definitely it's going to be back bigger and better the next edition in 2021.
That's right. That's right. We'll just hope that everything gets back to normal. And then those kids were sad that it didn't happen this year. But maybe next year, we'll get back our lives and then we'll get back to football and with the kids again.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we can't wait because this second wave everywhere was just like, okay, what's going to happen again? We're already celebrating the look. We've defeated this. The vaccine is out, and now we're seeing different news, having
let's stay positive.
Okay, I'll be positive. I'll be positive at least. Yeah. We should be able to celebrate again. I mean, we just can't wait for that to happen. Okay, Austin, the Women's League will get us talking this morning and talking about the games that went down, last night and all that. The usual issue. It wasn't the usual issues, but, this one had to do with maybe administrative level and all that. Not good news and everything. So what's coming from the camp, the fact that referees didn't want to because of some, relief and all that and everything. But later, maybe they had some agreement and referees were appointed very late. And because of that, teams haven't traveled to go play a game. And the next thing is referees another round and all that. It's kind of crazy, to just imagine how those players might have been feeling. And for Edo Queens, we know the game was going to be played under floodlights from 6 p.m. But as at 7 p.m., they were still waiting for the game to start. We really went into late nights.
So, Cecilia, you see, these are the sort of, little details that we keep saying we must tick if we want our football to be admirable, if we need to respect standards. And the Nigerian Women's Football League, for yesterday, I was so pumped up to come out and give them a lot of praises and tell them well done, that they're doing a good job. But let's give them knocks when they deserve knocks, because they should have come out to say what the problem was. The only thing they came out to say was that the game between Edo Queens and Rivers Angels we played under floodlights, and then I was happy again.
That was before, that game was 6 p.m. initially. It wasn't like because of that. That was 6 p.m. initially, and they had the NRA issue on their own. And so the Women's League didn't know about it until very, very late and all that. So I don't think you should blame them for that. I think the blame should go with NRA and the people who refuse to sort out their issues when we know that their games are ongoing.
It's okay, Cecilia, but you see, we keep saying it's a circle. You need me. When we work together in a team, you do your part, I do my part, Tayo does his part, Irene does his part, Yemi does his part, Zumnadi does his part, and then we win as a team.
Yeah.
Everything rises and falls on leadership. That's why I said there are things you must tick. Oh, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. You and I will not be able to know what was happening on the ground, but I tell you that they knew. And there's nothing wrong in coming out to address challenges. That's the only way you win. That's the only way you carry people along. I love the fact that, yes, they had the intention of playing that game in the evening. It's going to be something new with women's football. But as you said, we shouldn't be having this sort of things. It should have been managed better. That's what I'm talking about. But because particularly that these are the times where women's football needed to shine. We love the fact that they're having a league when the men are not doing anything, So for all the sort of, I call them teething issues, because we always think that the only time we must address football issues is on the pitch. No. Before you get into the pitch, a lot of work needs to be done so that when you get on the pitch, you just play good football and then you get your fans along.
That's the way it is. All right, Austin, we'll get back to you after this short break. Welcome back. We're talking about the Women's League. Other games that are currently going on. Before the show ends, we'll definitely update you with most of the results. Austin is still with us. And, of course, we're talking about Nigeria Professional Football League. 27th is the start date. That's what LMC have confirmed. That was after the sports minister, Sunday Dare, announced in Lagos that, look, they will be starting on the 27th. And 27th is on Saturday. So we have
Sunday.
27th is on Sunday. Okay, Christmas is just tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll just say it that way. 27th is on Sunday. So the league is supposed to start on the 27th. And it doesn't feel that way. You don't feel the excitement in the air. And it's just... Anyways, the latest coming out of the LMC, the office, is the 7 stadiums have been given temporary approval for the 2020-2021 season. The stadiums are the Ifeanyi Ubah Stadium in Nnewi, Agege Stadium Lagos, Akure Township Stadium in Akure, of course, Lafia Township Stadium in Lafia, New Jos Stadium, Ozoro Police Stadium, that's in Delta State, and Dan Anyam Stadium in Owerri. So all 7 given temporary approval. Wonder what that means, temporary, like they could revoke their pass anytime if
they don't maintain the stadium or something like that. Austin, what do you think?
Okay, again, Cecilia and Tayo, it brings us back to proper communication. I've watched a lot of football matches at the Agege Stadium. We play the Channels International Kids Cup some matches at the Agege Stadium. I think it's a good stadium. Are there areas that we need to improve with that stadium? Yes. So my question to the league management company, guys, we said it that to achieve standard, you must be firm. You must be ready to hurt persons. Now you've approved some of this stadium. If Agege Stadium did something different, you said with the amount of work, that's what they quoted in that statement that I read. The amount of work done. Cecilia, Tayo, was the media invited to see any sort of work done at the Agege Stadium? Done at the Ozoro Township Stadium, any work done at the Ifeanyi Ubah Stadium in Nnewi? Was there any communication that these managers of the stadium put out to say, guys, the LMC didn't give us provisional approval to host matches, but now we want to prove to them that we can host matches, and then we see the level of work? Can you guys understand what I'm talking about? Communication. Now that you have approved these stadiums to come out to host matches, I'm asking myself, what was wrong before? What did they do now that you're making them come back? I don't know of any other stadium, but I know the Jos Township Stadium needs a lot of work to be done. I know the stadium in Lafia, a lot of work needs to be done. The Dan Anyam Stadium, Heartland couldn't play matches there. I think for 2 seasons now, they were playing in Okigwe. What have they done to the Dan Anyam Stadium? Because we don't want the league to come back. Now they have a media partnership to stream the matches. One good way for packaging, for viewership, is infrastructure development. You bring these games now, and then the stadium doesn't look good. We're back to square one. So we should be ready. Should be ready to do the right things. We should take away, let's just consider, they've been playing matches. They come out good. But I'm asking the LMC today, what was the amount of work done? Don't just say the amount of work done. Say, for instance, the Jos Township Stadium, people have been complaining that it doesn't have proper sitting arrangement. They've done it now. No perimeter fencing. They've done perimeter fencing. Let us tick. Just said about the Women's League now. Let us think. Let us follow processes. You need to respect the processes. That's how to win.
Yeah, Austin, you're spot on. I guess a lot of these questions will be answered when the season starts on the 27th, which is still the official date. Nothing contrary to that at the moment. So I don't know, perhaps you have I don't know what your sources are telling you in terms of match day 1 fixtures. It's just 3 days to go.
So I will still try again. Try to reach officials of the league management company. I see a lot of pressure on the league management company. But again, don't just do it. Do it right. Maintain standards. Because that's what we say. In the last 2 seasons, we've not concluded the league properly. We came from the World Cup in 2018 and the league dragged, and it didn't end. We came back 2019, same thing. 2020, COVID, it's allowed. Now, if the league is coming back, we should do the right things. After the minister's briefing, we got a press statement from the league management company saying, okay, yes, it's going to kickstart on the 27th. Since that time till now, we've not heard anything. So if the league is going to start on Sunday, there should be
Some
things
vibes,
going out there.
something,
I understand that
festive season.
everybody now runs, it's COVID. COVID has been no.
Austin.
We should be talking. This is when we need deliberate planning. This is where we should be strategic. This is where everybody should be working together, because we're trying to do things differently because we're in a pandemic. Is the league starting on Sunday?
Austin.
Oh, yes. The league management company should be able to tell us we are now working with the NCDC, we're working with the Ministry of Health, we're working with the Ministry of Sports. We're going to ensure there is proper testing at these facilities that we've just approved now. We're going to ensure that they meet COVID-19 standards. Communication.
Austin, I mean, I totally understand your frustrations, and Cecilia as well too. I mean, it doesn't just feel visible that it's going to start, because I mean, this is Thursday, right? 27th is on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
And we don't have the match day fixtures yet.
Okay.
How are the teams supposed to plan and go for the different games?
Maybe it's possible the teams already have it.
They know. Really?
You know, there was actually one that circulated at the time when LMC came up to debunk it and said, this is not from
nothing
us.
official.
But if it's with them, maybe, I mean, before... You
but
know what?
where's that done anywhere else in the world?
We'll just keep our fingers...
Where the media doesn't know the fixtures for the top flight league in their country. With 2-3 days to go.
You cannot compare what's obtainable across the world to what is obtainable in Nigeria.
But that's the standard we're trying to attain.
No, we are not even trying to attain.
That's the standard.
Thank you very much, Tayo.
Yes, Austin?
Yeah, Cecilia. Yeah, Cecilia. That is the standard, and that's what we must strive to achieve that. Tayo, remember when the NBA was trying to come back, when they were in the bubble, and you see the amount of communication. What does it take? Why, even in the age of social media, carry persons along. Tell us, each time they were testing and someone was positive, they would tell you. Clubs were telling us on a daily how prepared they were to get things going in the bubble. In the bubble.
You know what, we'll just hope, maybe before today's ends, we should have something to talk about tomorrow, because from all indication right now, I mean, LMC is silent, and the clubs, you know, the last time they were talking about fixtures and all that, and they actually released some of these fixtures to us, they were like, where is it coming from? It is not official. Who said we're going to start league on the 13th and all that? And now LMC confirmed 27, so they also will come confirm and say, this is the league timetable.
So by tomorrow, right?
So by tomorrow, we should wait. And when we say it, we should be able to know, okay, the league is starting.
So we can do a proper
Sunday.
Preview of the games.
Yeah, so tomorrow, hopefully
we
should be able to do that. It's Christmas Day tomorrow. You know that the league obviously are not thinking about that because they've been on holiday for a very, very long time. So, Austin, I think we'll leave it to rest when it comes to Nigeria Professional Football League. There's so much on it. There's so much and so many answers and so many questions, and few answers or none at all. That's
none at all.
What it is right now. Let's some cheery news. Okay, we'll start with the not so cheery news because of Eyimba. It was always going to be a tall order for them going to Sudan and getting a win. But then losing 3-0, it's something we didn't see coming at all. Eyimba lost in the CAF Champions League, the second round qualifiers. Yeah, 3-0 to Al Merrikh of Sudan.
Al Merrikh. Al Merrikh, Austin, they are topping the Sudanese league.
Of course, because
the Nigerian league hasn't even started. So why is this a surprising result?
The scoreline, yeah, 3-0, the scoreline.
Okay.
Yes. Tayo, it can be temp surprising, you know, while we give Al Merrikh all the respect that they deserve. Eyimba is also a big team in continental football, you know. So if you look at that result, is a testament of where both teams are coming from. Eyimba, we could tell against Raimo, they showed signs that there's a lot of match rustiness. At some point, Fatai Osho was a bit clueless with his team selection. You remember they almost lost it against Raimo in Aba. While Almarek, in their preliminary round, they went to Congo, they played 1-1. In fact, they scored first away, and they played 1-1, and went back to Omdurman to wrap it up 2-0. So they were in fine form, and they've got a league going. And they're no small team in the CAF Champions League, particularly at this stage when teams want to advance. As early as the 7th minute in that game yesterday, they opened scoring. And they scored another one just about was before they went on the break. And I'm saying to myself, Enyimba, you are away now. You've lost 2. You're going to the break. Fatai Osho, what can you do? What can you change? First, when I saw the starting lineup, I knew there was a problem. You keep Tosin Omoyele on the bench. You keep Austin Oladapo on the bench. And they were conceding very cheeky goals, schoolboy errors, long balls. Long balls that you could tell that it's poor communication between the defenders. And Fatai Osho admitted to it. To be fair on Enyimba, they did play. They created some chances, but you have to be good all around. They were poor with defending, and they got punished. Cecilia Tayo, if at 2-0, you're getting to the 80th minute, lock it up. And know that you're only fighting for 2 goals. 88th minute, you concede another goal.
90th minute.
To make your case very difficult in the second leg.
Yeah.
But this is Enyimba, and this is football. Can they do something in the return leg? They can believe. They need to get into beast mode to be able to get something out of this CAF Champions League. Otherwise, it's game over for them.
It's hard. Saif Terry was the guy who scored the 3 goals. 6th minute, they conceded. 44th minute, they conceded. And of course, 90th minute, and not just from one player. You're like, the coach, what was he thinking? Because sometimes when you have a particular player, you know this player is dangerous, you can put some men on him and see how you can stop conceding. But somehow, this guy had all 3 days, being able to score all 3 goals. And Enyimba need up to 4 right now to be able to move, or maybe 3 going to penalties. And
when you need 4 unreplied goals.
Can they do that at home, Austin?
Tough. I just run analysis, and you're as good as your last game. Let's see what they can put up. These are the times where we wish we had a league going on, and the numbers can do something for them. It's going to be very, very tough because Almeric, they are a team that understands the CAF Champions League. They will not come to Aba and then bundle a 3-goal league. As I said, Enyimba must get into beast mode. It was really a painful experience in Omdurman. I really think Coach Fatai, Coach Fatai Osho got it wrong in terms of his team selection. I'd have loved to see Austin Oladapo. I'd have loved to see Tosin Omoyele. Maybe he thought he needed a big bench so that when they come in, they can make a difference. But you see, that's football. When you blink, you start asking questions, and that's what they suffered. It's a painful loss. We can only wish them well in the second leg. Let's see if they can bounce back. If they do, wow, fantastic for them.
Yeah, they have their work cut out, definitely, in that second leg. Let's go to the other team on the continent. That's Rivers United. Our analyst on the show yesterday, Rotimi Akindele, was very, it was spot on. Said it was going to be tough for Enyimba to get a result in Sudan, but I actually felt Rivers were good to go in South Africa, and that's exactly how it panned out. 2-0 win for Rivers United to bring back home in the second leg. It's safe to say if they don't get complacent, they will be advancing into the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup.
That's the word to use, Tayo. Sweet experience. So it was a bittersweet experience for Nigeria. Bitter in Omdurman, sweet in Bloemfontein. That's how to win it, 2 days ago, a day before the match, on Sports Tonight, we had our coach, we had the Rivers United, Coach Stanley Eguma on the show. And Coach Stanley Eguma kept on saying that he's hoping for good things. And then it got better for his team. I think they learned a lot from the match against Futuro Kings. And that's what we're saying, that you're as good as your last game. You have to learn something from your last game. He said that they did a lot of learning. Remember, also, they were so close to losing it. Had to advance through penalties. Yes. He said they monitored their opponents so well. Again, Tayo and Cecilia, let's tick the positives. Rivers United got into South Africa on time. Guys, can you remember? Yeah. And so they understood the terrain, they prepared, they got into the turf, And that's what it is. You don't get into matches not prepared. It is what you sow, you will reap. So they had good preparation before that match, and it showed for them. Godwin Aguda, fantastic form, got the first goal for Rivers United. Now he has 3 goals in the CAF Confederation Cup. You score in the 71st minute and score in the 83rd minute, you punish your opponent, you tell them there's no way out of this one for you again. So it was a beautiful, fantastic performance by Rivers United. Tayo, I love the word you used. Hopefully they won't be complacent, because they were complacent against Futuro Kings. They almost lost it also. So let's just hope that they will not take that same approach in their second leg fixture with Bloemfontein Celtic. But I think Rivers United will wrap it up and then advance in the CAF Confederation Cup.
With the kind of delegation that traveled with them, sports, the Commissioner of Sports and all of that's with them and everything. So they understand what they were able to do out there. So if they come back and decide to bottle it up, it's going to be Stanley Neguma that is the favorite, may no longer be the favorite, because that's how it's going to be. So you understand what's at stake. Okay, well,
let's go to England now, Cecilia, quickly. Carabao Cup. We have our semi-finalists.
Of course. Expected teams won, right?
Really?
Yeah, I think
let's see the results.
Because they were on a good form going into
Tottenham,
that.
I agree.
United, that's what I'm saying. They were on a very good form. Tottenham
but it was a tricky tie. I mean, going to Goodison Park.
If you can beat Leeds United 6-2 and then decide to lose to Everton, then you should be fired.
Anyways,
the confirmation of the results right here.
3-1 for Tottenham over Stoke City. Gareth Bale, Harry Kane, and Ben Davies. While for United, it was Edison Cavani and Anthony Martial on target for United. Austin, Tottenham, they're trying to win a trophy. That's why they brought Jose Mourinho in, right? Jose Mourinho was brought into Tottenham to try and win a trophy, and now they're 2 steps away from actually doing just that.
And you know, Jose loves the trophies, you know. So cup competitions, they've got a different feel. But the good thing that is happening to Jose Mourinho and Tottenham is that with every match, they're getting better. He's sustaining the momentum. And when Jose is in that mode, it is very, very difficult to stop him. I was actually, some part of me was rooting for Stoke City. It would have been good to see former Sorry captain John Obi Mikel, you know, maybe advance in that competition. But it didn't happen for them. Tottenham, of course, a better team. Cup competitions can be like that. I wasn't expecting Brentford to advance. They did. Manchester City, they've not been doing so well, but against Arsenal, anything can happen. They got their results, they've advanced. And then let's see what they can do against Manchester United. Manchester United also, another team that loves it with cup competition. So I think we've got worthy semi-finalists in the Carabao Cup and cup competitions. Let's see where this one will go.
Let's put you on the spot before we go on our final break. We have the 2 semi-finals now. 2 derbies. One between Manchester City and United on January the 4th. And second one, the London derby between Brentford and Tottenham, which 2 teams will advance to the final. Austin, come on. Don't drop this.
I think we'll see Tottenham and Manchester City in the final because those 2 teams are beginning to, you know, make a lot of intent. Manchester United, for the fact that they can be lukewarm, don't give you results when you expect them to. Can't stick anything, but look, derbies are derbies, as you said. So Manchester United and Manchester City, anything can happen. But I don't see anything going wrong with Tottenham at the moment against Brentford. Not Jose at this level, because I mean he's going to hold Keynes and say, look, just do anyhow with this Brentford match and come back to meet me. I think Tottenham and Manchester City will advance.
All right, Tottenham, Manchester City. Fingers crossed we'll see how those games pan out on January the 4th next year. We need to go on our final break now. We'll come back. We'll be doing a review of what went down around the different European leagues last night. You're welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. You can talk to us on Channels_Sports. We can manage to take some of your tweets before the show is over. You've seen the semi-final lineup for the Carabao Cup, City versus United. I know we have a lot of United viewers. What do you think is going to happen in that one? Can you end the reign of the Citizens in the Carabao Cup. Tottenham versus Brentford is the other game. All right, then, let's come back and take a look at what happened in La Liga. Games played yesterday. It's looking very, very tight in that league now because Real Madrid seem to have found a bit of form. They're on a winning run now. They went to Granada. They played against Granada yesterday, and it was a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. Elsewhere was Celta Vigo 1-0 against Getafe. All of this 2-1 over Eibar. Real Betis 1-0 over Cadiz. And after match day 15 in the Spanish La Liga, it's Atletico Madrid on top. Second is Real Madrid. Of course, Atletico Madrid have a couple of games in hand and looking very, very, very good. Let's go to, that's a bit predictable, but let's go to Serie A. Austin is still with us, by the way. Talk about what's happening in the Serie A. Austin, AC Milan. AC Milan look like the real deal this season. Confirmation of the results for you. Inter 2-1 at Verona. AC Milan late goal to get all 3 points against Lazio. Bologna 2-2 against Atlanta. Roma 3-2 over Cagliari. Napoli 1-0 against Torino. And you can see the other results. But the talking point is AC Milan. They're going into the new year as league leaders haven't lost a game. Is it time for Milan fans to start believing that perhaps they can win the Serie A this year? Of course, the Juve and Inter are still lurking in the shadows.
It's looking good for them, Tayo. I mean, AC Milan, it's been a long time coming. Giants of the Serie A, and in recent times, it hasn't been a good story for them. But going into the New Year break with a lead on top of the table, it's just 1 point, by the way. 34 they have, and Inter Milan 33, just 1 point. But it's good. Inter Milan went to Hellas Verona to win 2-1 away, which is a good result. But AC Milan with all the talking points after beating Lazio 3-2. So let's see what the season will give to AC Milan. It's just 14 games played, by the way. It's important to note that. So some persons will say this is the marathon. Don't judge them yet. To an extent, Napoli not playing to what I expected this season. Maybe when they come back in January, they will put on a good form because they played a 1-1 against Torino in a match that I expected them to win. But it's, for me, Ty and Cecilia, it's not even AC Milan. My team this season in the Serie A is Sassuolo.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Why?
Sassuolo doing all the necessary things. They are fourth on the log. And yesterday, they went away to Sampdoria to win. Yeah. So this is such a team can believe. Yes, still early days, but they are doing the right things that it takes to, make an impact in the league. But AC Milan, shout out to them. Being on top of the table is good for them. It can actually motivate them to go on to win the league title. But these are still early days.
Is this Zlatan's effect? The effect of Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Yeah,
maybe.
It's team actually. It's the team. So, but of course you can't take anything away from the quality from the evergreen Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But I just hope that they don't sleep. That's the problem, But it's the sleeping, and then January transfer window comes. You either lose some players or you make some wrong buys, and then the coaches just lose the dressing room, and then that's it. Everything just comes crashing down. That's football. Okay,
we hope they'll be able to win the league at the end of the season.
I'm rooting for them.
Important. I'm rooting for them too. Enough of Juventus dominance. They need to take it. I mean, they lost the last time 3-0 on Tuesday night. Okay, Wednesday night, right? Yeah. Okay, Austin, thank you so much for taking our time to join us this morning.
Thank you, guys. Always a delight. I had fun doing this with you guys. Congratulations once again on the awards, and let's keep winning. Thank you.
All right.
Let's keep winning together.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers, okay. All right, then. Before we look at the papers, tweets, like we said, we have to take some before we go. Taking a while to load anyways. All right. Let's go to Ogunforo Abosun, where you're the first tweet we're going to take. You said, Enyimba have put themselves in a very tight corner, but I strongly believe that they can overturn the Sudanese and go through. That's a big ask of Enyimba. 3-0 overturning a 3-0 deficit. But impossible is nothing in football. Habib Okpeyemi, we have your tweets as well. So you're saying the fixtures of the top 5 male league that is supposed to commence in 3 days isn't officially out. And Cecilia thinks it's normal.
Right.
Do you think it's normal? I don't think you think so. You better deny that straight away.
No, I didn't say it's normal. I'm just saying that we know LMC and the way they don't communicate most times and all that. It takes the minister to actually announce and say, this is when we're starting the league. Even when wrong dates were flying around, the only thing they came out was to debunk that's not our date and all that. So why wouldn't you just say tentatively when we're starting or anything like that? So we're just saying, knowing league management company, knowing what they've been doing, you don't expect anything less from them, because when you're saying you're trying to model after, I mean, England, for instance, or even South Africa, I'm like, you're not even close. You're not even trying at all. So you're not even started. So that's my point, okay? So I'm not saying it's normal. Of course it's not normal. Good. And I said the clubs may have it, and of course it's not out there in the media.
Yeah, it's good. You've actually good disclaimer right there.
All right. Let's just
a lot more tweets.
More coming. Happy first Mlanky with the good work. Okay. Okay, you've already talked about that already.
Noble Flyer.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have Noble Flyer?
Yeah, Noble Flyer saying that Cecilia and Tayo, you guys would agree with me that there's no more panic at Old Trafford. Carabao Cup is coming home. Okay. Cautiously thinking that we are title contenders. Remember, we have a game in hand. United forever. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too.
Noble Flyer, Merry Christmas.
Good one. Okay, you've read this one already. And of course, there's so many. You know what? Let's just quickly update you from results from across Nigeria concerning the Women's League, where you have games going on. But the game between Osun Babes and Pelican Stars is over 3-0. And of course, you have the likes of Yemisi Samuel, Messi, Kimi, and Chika Dika, all of them on the score sheet in that one. That game has ended. Ibom Angels and Royal Queens, the game is now 2-1. And of course, Abia Angels and also Dream Stars Ladies is also 2-1. Then you have Nassau Amazons and Confluence Queen. That game is goalless. It just started now. An FC Robo game will start any moment from now. So that's what it's looking like. Confluence Queens and Nassau Amazons first half is goalless. Second half, of course, Ibom Angels and Royal Queens, that one is 2-1. Abia Angels and Dream Stars 2-1. They're all in second half, almost towards the end of the game. And Osun Babes, they've won Pelican Stars by 3-0. So Osun Babes, a good one for them after, losing here 3-0 in Lagos. They went away, they went home, and of course, they got all 3 goals back, beating Pelican Stars 3-0.
That's updates
coming from Nigeria Women's League games going around this morning. Before we go,
Sporting Life. Guardiola telling Arsenal what to do with their coaching situation. Sporting Life. So it's don't sack Arteta, of course. We know those two guys have a very good relationship. Obi alleges racist abuse in Italy. That's Joel Obi plays in the Serie B. CAF Champions League. Aimball on the verge of elimination. Of course, 3-0 down. It's a very, very bad result taken into the second leg. Inter hold strong interest in Wijnaldum. Messi told me how he wants to finish his career. Barca won't sell Coutinho in January. Let's go to the next paper.
Sporting Sun is the next one, and please arrest the Nipo staff Ahmed Musa, and also Sime honors late appearance with customized gold. Okay, Messi says he never thought of breaking any record after surpassing Pele's 644th Barcelona goal. And PSG plotting move for Rudiger next month. Another one here, National Stadium Lagos to host Super Eagles in May. Interesting. First Abuja and now Lagos National Stadium when all of them are equal. Red Devils plot Haaland bid and Diego Costa to quit Atletico in 2021. Okay, you have Ndidi Osimhen Oshola honored at 7th Nigeria Pitch Awards. They are all the winners there. And the final one this morning is Complete Sports. And Complete Sports, here you have Iwobi Igalo running against time for first EPL goal in 2020. Igalo did not even travel with Manchester United in the game against Everton. So he did not travel. So, I mean, it's almost as good as going to China. In January is just some few days away from now. Unless Iwobi played all 3. He was good on the game, but then Everton lost. It was on the losing side.
Too bad.
Too bad.
All right, that's it for the show. Cecilia, we got to go. Many thanks for watching. I am Tayo Salam.
And I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Merry Christmas.